Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm gonna do a recent vinyl finds. I haven't done one in a while, and I picked up a bunch of records, all really cheap, no more than $2 each, and some really good stuff, and some shit too. But I'm just gonna share it all. Some of it's I did take a little chance on things that were quite failure based. So, anyways, in the background, hopefully it's not too annoying, but. Hopefully I can concentrate on what I'm trying to say actually with this master of the alto saxophone, Anthony Braxton. This is just him on the saxophone. So those of you who are interested in hearing some Anthony Braxton, here you go. If it's too annoying, then I guess you just go watch another video. I don't know. So hopefully that didn't sound rude. I just really meant it. It didn't mean to sound rude. But anyway, us Canadians, we're just too nice. We're just too nice. Fuck you all. No, I'm just joking. Okay, so, yeah. Big shout out to Mr. Derek Vaughan. Many people shout this guy out. And for good reason. But he went on about, he has mentioned Peter Hamill on a few occasions, and I picked up his very first solo album for 99 cents in excellent condition. Peter Hamill, it's called PH7. Really cool stuff, actually. It's highly experimental. I was pleasantly surprised. Really odd vocal stylings on this, though. At times almost sound operatic. And not really my bag, but as in the cohesive unit of the album, it works really quite well. I encourage people to check out Peter Hamill if you haven't already. This is a really cool record, and yes, Canadian press, released in 1979, and it's on the famous Charisma record label. So pretty cool stuff there. And then there's the lyric sheet, and then there's a little bit of artwork, and who plays on what, I think it is. Is it the studio chart, I guess? Really cool stuff. It's in great shape. Couldn't beat it for 99 cents, really. So So yeah, you're getting a blast of Anthony Braxton. I showed this in the 200 Souls contest, and I played some in the background. Really excellent stuff. I know who would like this. I know Fred, Big Star 1000. You'd really like this. E. Van Deuser. I do believe he's a Canadian guy. No, he's American. He's New Jersey. But, whoa, man, can this guy play guitar? It's really cool finger picking. If you want to hear a little bit, just watch that video that I did for Memphis Vinyl Jim and the Missus. I picked this up. This is really cool, too. This has its really serious, funky moments. Mother's Finest. That was only 99 cents. In excellent condition. Sort of R&B based funk. Yeah, that's how I would, a little bit of fusion thrown in, and it's really cool, actually. Not all of it. I do not like all of it, but I do like some of it. This is an early pressing, because in later pressings they had to take off an album, or a title from one of the songs, and it's Niggas Can't Sang Rock and Roll. They came under pressure from Congress, I believe, or something, and they relented and took it off. But it's not even that great of a tune, actually. But anyway, cool stuff. Mother's Finest. In the 80s, Reagan and a lot of political figures taking advantage of people, which really hasn't stopped. If people open their eyes and see, a lot of people just sort of go about their day, living for the weekend, Everybody's living for the weekend, just want to get drunk on the weekend and have a few drinks and just completely forget about the state of affairs of the world, just drown in their monotonous lives. Sorry, there's a little bit of a rave, but this is a band that I respect for bringing to light certain things, like the nuclear arms race that was going on and stuff. I don't really like this album per se, but I appreciate these guys for what they tried to do and actually did in the 80s. But it's the Parachute Club, Small Victories. There's some really cool stuff on this, but for the most part, it's a bit of a dud, in my humble opinion. But it's an original press. Yeah. Anyway, I don't really know much to say, but I did listen to most of these records. So now this is the score. This is the score of The Hall. This is an album that I didn't have, but I've always appreciated these guys. My father was telling me that Deep Purple are all classically, well, some of them are classically trained musicians. Now this is a German press of in rock, and this, man, I'm telling you, this fucking album rocks. These guys could play a little bit of everything. Fusion. There's some funk on this. This is just killer. There's experimentation. There's like jazzy parts. It seriously kicked my ass and made me want to explore Deep Purple a lot more, because this is a little outside of my musical spectrum kind of thing. Like, I don't really listen to a lot of heavy metal, and I don't have anything against it. I just don't have much. But what I've heard of Deep Purple has impressed the fuck out of me, really. So there's the let's see here. Holy shit, this is hard to do. He printed in Germany. It's got that thin sort of European style, and then it's on Harvest, but it has this Hurzu on the top, which is the first for me. I don't have any of this. So really cool stuff. Deep Purple in rock. Cool stuff. Another 99-cent pickup, Roy Buchanan, live stock. I really think Roy Buchanan is a whiz on the guitar. Blues guitar. This is a live recording. Seven tracks. Really cool. I've listened to this, and it's not gatefold, but it's on the Polydor. Oops, almost lost her there. Polydor, Red Vault Polydor. Picked up, this is the album directly after In Rock, called Machine Head. This is a Canadian press, I do believe. No, American press. Released in 1971, I believe. But man, this stuff is the shit. Like, seriously, these guys could play. They just could play. Yeah. This was a very pleasant surprise. Joseph O'Donnell, a while back, he wanted to send me some records, and he lives in the UK, and I was like, well, can you find any wedding presents? Because I love this band called The Wedding Present. Probably their best known album is George Best. I think it's called George Best, something like that. But I ended up finding this, the Peel Sessions, The Wedding Present. It was only $2, obviously, because of this awful damage to the side. But I remember Henry, to the boy Ellis, was saying, like, you know, you got to pick these records up when you see them, even if they're, you know, trashed, because I don't really see this too often, you know. And so, anyways, I just picked it up. So, tip of my hat to you, Henry. This is a really cool UK-based sort of crunchy pop, I guess you would say. Really great stuff. Also picked up this. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm quite certain it's not an original press, but this was only $3. This is Jimi Hendrix. Are You Experienced? In great shape. It is in great shape. It has one sort of surface scratch on it, but on the Reprise Records label. So this is, now I have two of these. Two Jimi Hendrix records, that is. And this was a pleasant surprise. I was totally wondering why this was so cheap. And I found out, and I'm not too disappointed. This is $1.49. This is an original press, Bob Dylan's The Freewheelin', one I did not have. And probably one of my favorites by him, man. This is just incredible. And it is, like, I'll show you, it is an original press. It's on the red Columbia. And, but it is warped. It's warped, but it's not really bad. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Oh, geez, yeah, you see that pretty good. It's warped, but it plays perfectly. And there's not a scratch on the record. There's not a scratch. Like, it's just clean as clean can be, you know? Look at that. Just great. So for $2, and it plays, it is, however, like I said, warped. But we're all warped in one way or another, aren't we? Why shouldn't our records be? No one wants warped records. I understand that. Yeah, so good stuff. 50 cents for the Blues Brothers in America. I usually don't pick this kind of stuff up, but for 50 cents, I haven't listened to this yet, but looking forward to it. Long John Baldry's Out. I haven't listened to this. This was only $1.49. Good. It's in really great condition. I haven't listened to it yet, like I said. This was a really nice, pleasant surprise to pick up. Excuse me. Is The Hissing of Summer, Joni Mitchell. 50 cents. In excellent shape. Just excellent shape. I didn't have this on Reprise Records. Joni was a little cutie, wasn't she? And I think that's it. Like I said, in the background, we're listening to alto sax, Anthony Braxton on the Delmar label. So there you have it. There's my latest vinyl finds. I have picked up quite a few CDs actually lately. They're just so cheap, and I just buy them to check out. You know, I won't pay any more than like $2 or $3 for a CD, really. Yeah, and there's at Backstreet Records, if you purchase anything, they give you a free promo CD kind of thing of your choice. They have just a big thing of them there. So I've been picking up quite a few little promo CDs and stuff, and I'm very close to finishing also the T-shirts. So I will have the prototypes for the T-shirts soon. I'm meeting with the person who owns the company, Stephanie, in the next couple of days. So I will find out how it'll work. What I think I'll do is I'll have 3 designs, 2 of which will be Miracle DKs, and one will be the winner of the contest. I can't remember the name of the guy. I haven't seen a video from him in a while, but he never shows his face. He wears a mask or something. Strange guy, but he won the contest. And nice fella too. Like, say strange doesn't mean he's not nice. But anyway, I'll have those 3 designs. And the way it'll work, I think, is if people are interested, they can order directly from the company that's doing the screen printing, and I'm sure that they'll give a really decent price for the T-shirts, and then everybody can have their own vinyl community T-shirt if they do so desire. Yeah, I'm kind of putting a feeler out there to see if people are interested actually in having a vinyl community T-shirt. You know, something to represent this fine community that we have. So, well, I guess you won't really know until you see the designs. So the designs are forthcoming. Have a good day. Goodbye.